filling the bottles and set them over the other side for the corker. Okay, I'm over to the other side.
Just to get rowdy.
Dave is still filling bottles. He's setting them over on the table where Mike is picking them up and putting corks in them and setting them on this table. And Lynn is
No, you're not doing me.
putting the label on. I'm not getting the people, Marcia. I'm just getting their hand. You're safe. Lynn's labeling them. Every now and then we have a special label we put on. We put that one on by hand. And Marcia is running the foiler, the heat gun to shrink the foils. And in the box they go upside down. And then the box is in and the lids are closed and they're taped. They're stored on a pallet. Upside down so the dust and debris stays out of them. We open them by flipping them over. Hold them all at one time. Makes it much quicker. Empty bottle. Cartons, of course, go over to the end of the line. The wine bottles then are sterile from the process in which they were made. We then take the bottles and we put them on a nitrogen sparger, S-P-A-R-G-E-R. When you press down, nitrogen is released into the bottles, it fills the bottles and you turn them over. The nitrogen is heavier than air, so you see me now? I can see your hand. The nitrogen is fill the bottle, it stays full until we move the bottle onto the filler. Once the empty bottle is put onto the filling spouts, of course the nitrogen, which is filling it and displacing the air, is forced out into the room. The series of bottles here are move fairly quickly. Once we get the process down, you can gauge about when the bottles are already empty. You move back and forth, full ones, so you just work back and forth. All this equipment is sterilized with 180-degree hot water. The spouts and everything are sprayed with 50% vodka and 180 proof alcohol to make sure they're sterile. The tank's also sterilized. You see here another bottle is empty, simply put it over here, and you just go very, very fast. At one point we timed about 8 bottles a minute. Of course the tank up here fills with wine and it feeds these the spouts, but here's a gauge that shows you what level the wine is here so you don't overflow. In addition, as we pointed out earlier, this device here controls the pump that we saw earlier, the speed of it, so we can regulate how fast this fills to keep a nice flow of wine without making a big mess. Once the bottles are full, then you have another individual here. Since it's a corker, we used to do this with a hand corker, which of course is very physical and very time-consuming. So we went ahead and invested in the corking machine, which is very smart. See how it kicks the cork into ignition. At the same time, the dial down here, and when you see that on the film, but when you put the bottle in here, actually the machine sucks the little bit of air that's left in the bottle here at the top, sucks that out before the cork goes in. That also equalizes the pressure. bottles, and then we go to labeler. Here's a big spool of labels here. Underneath you can't see them, but this is the label spool. And you simply pull a little bit on this and roll the bottle. And once you feel that thing catch you, stop, and it's very nicely rolled with the label. And again, this process can be very, just pull a little bit here. And once you feel it stick, you pull a little down through. And again, this is very, see the label coming off the bottle there. You can see the label just starting at the edge here. You see that there?
Yeah.
Of course, you've got to put your bottle on there, and as soon as it sticks, you roll it. Upside down so the corks stay moist. From there, the boxes are closed up, sealed, and put on a